While we wait, the enemy grows stronger.
And you'd send more of us to die.
Well, I'm not gonna stand around. Are you?
You've done plenty, Darian.
Been a week since our people left these gates. A week since the Iron Flail took them. Yet we wait here behind our sturdy new walls, hiding in our rebuilt homes. We've done nothing.
Who are you to tell us how to defend our own? You ain't been here 2 months!
And since I got here, I've been working alongside the rest of you. Don't start with that again.
Well, it was your idea to send our people to that damned fort in the first place. If it weren't for you and the other leeches that come up with you, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Enough. Enough. You want to boot all the Outlanders from your town? Tell that to the hero of the White Forge.
A bunch of greedy foreigners who want what's ours!
It's a small army from Raid Saris. They call themselves the Iron Flail. Showed up a few weeks after you opened the battery. Demanded we give them the White Forge. They're led by Adarik Sendamir. Comes from an old Raid Saran family. The rumor has it the man's half mad with visions. Claims one drove him here to take the White Forge.
In Zawa's experience, if one is only half mad with visions, the dose was too low.
They're not the only bloodsuckers around here.
Our crew at the battery locked their doors and told the Iron Flail to go back to Raid Saris. Instead, they built a fort in the middle of the wood. So we sent a committee to reason with them. But that was a week ago, and we haven't seen our people since. That can only mean one thing.
After what they did to our neighbors?
Only thing they know how to do is start wars.
Maybe we could nudge them into torching their own village.
Please, everyone! Whatever our difference is, we've got to deal with the army at our gates. You've done a lot for Stalwart already. Many of us wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. What I mean is, if anyone could deal with an army, it's you. The Iron Flail cleared a patch of forest north of Durgan's battery, built their fort there. It'll be well guarded, so if you can get in without raising an alarm, you may have an easier time of it. The important thing is to deal with the commander. If you can get rid of him, the rest of the soldiers will scatter. What exactly did you see? Then let's just hope there's still time to prevent it. Anyway, we've got our work cut out for us here. While you're out, stop by the battery. Wangra and her team are still repairing the heavy cannons, but they've made a lot of progress elsewhere. Thought you might like to see how far it's come. Haven't been here long, but I'll tell you what I can. Work. I was a cobbler in New Yarma, but the city got more crowded every year. Rural types fleeing the legacy. A couple months ago, I heard Stalwart was offering land and opportunity to new settlers, so figured I'd give it a go out here. For a while, folks seemed glad to have some new blood, but that changed as more and more of us came. They heard about the White Forge and came running, just like a lot of us did. Only difference is, they brought siege weapons. As best anyone can tell, they're from the border region near Little Bend, one of the poorest parts of the country. For Raid Saris, well, that's saying something. Before you opened Durgan's battery, people tell me Stalwart barely had enough warm bodies to keep the town running. A bunch of us came when we heard about the White Forge, but now, I think the old-timers would just as soon send us back. We take the best jobs, we don't pay our respects to Andra, we're overcrowding the town. I get it. Stalwart's changing. Same thing happened in New Yarma when folk moved in from the countryside. But they can't keep blaming us for everything that goes wrong out here. I'm just hoping they'll calm down once the Iron Flail is gone.
Someone has to do something.
Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Shining bright from on high, she bade him come down from his palace in the sky. Her love could not be swayed, so she took a piece into her heart, and oh, so her grief that day, sleep in her bosom.
Here, drinks on me. We should see a boost in business with the battery open. Makes for a brighter future than we had yesterday, for sure.
News. There really isn't anything you can't do, is there? This will do so much for Stalwart. You can see it in everyone's faces. We've got hope again.
Does everyone else see that Stelgar and the undersized breeches?
No, please! You've got the wrong man! I don't remember any of this!
Quiet! We'll get the truth out of you soon enough. Take him away!
Why I was ready to get out of this town.
Stand together!
didn't know better, I'd say I'm hallucinating.
The troops were arguing over the bounty.
Sounds like my kids.
You haven't seen them in what, 5 years? You must be eager to get home.
Yeah, although 5 years doesn't sound that long compared to 30.
Has it been that long?
To go back up there? After nearly losing my leg?
You still got it, don't ya?
took you for one of them red Sarens. Then I saw you had all your teeth. Ha ha ha! Hang on, got a talking to my good ear. Now what was... Say, ain't I seen you somewhere? That's it! Felt those aftershocks all the way in Stalwart. Must have been a real sight up close. All that fire. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I stand on the bridge to the mines just to feel the heat. I keep wanting to see the forge for myself, but the blacksmiths won't let me near it. Don't know why. Oh, you know, clearing tunnels, blowing old barricades, just tidying up. But soon, I've got to start testing the cannons. We held them off a few weeks ago, but they didn't run far. Set up a fort in the woods, and I hear they're working on some really fantastic siege weapons. There sure is. Once we have the heavy cannons, that is. They're all the way up there. I sent a crew to the tower, but they came back complaining about Skuldrak and the other nasties. Nearly took Kolmar's leg off. Skuldrak did, I mean. That'd be a big help. I'd hate to let those beauties go to rust up there. And anything you find up there is yours. Battery's full of treasures, and the West Tower has hardly been explored. Head through the door and up the stairs. That'll get you to that rampart. Yeah, Kulmar cleared the rubble before he took to getting himself conveniently injured. You should be able to work your way up to the cannons from there. Meantime, I'll check on our black powder stock.
Travel, learning new things about myself, like my fear of heights.
Something's wrong with me.
Stand together! Stand together!
This to last. Longer than they did, anyway.
Stand together! Stand together! Stand together! Stand!
saw Galvino working on something like this once. Looked dangerous.
The sound of your own tongue? The smell of something familiar on the cook fire?
Their absence is part of my suffering. I keep it close to my heart, and it gives me strength.
If only absence could fill my belly as well as a good caribou shank.
That was incredible! Whole Forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here! And now to see about these cannons. This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery. They came out here a few weeks back and asked us to vacate the forge, real nice-like. When we told them to turn around or we'd do them like we did their fellow Icewind, things got rough. They went to their fort, but they'll be back for sure. Darian sent a group from Stalwart to parley, but they never made it back. So it's a good thing you got these guns working. We'll be ready for those raid Sarens when they come for us. Well, back in Stalwart, I learned everything Tana knew about black powder, and a few things she didn't. Them she wasn't so happy about. After what might have been a small mishap in the Stalwart mines, they sent me here to put my talents to better use. I'm headed up the tower, gonna make those cannons shine!
Where have you got to this time?